Okay, so I've got Emily Woosey here, who's a recent graduate, and she's going to talk about her experience at university and then her experience afterwards in certain jobs and work experience. So, Emily, where and what did you study?
I studied public relations at Sheffield Hallam University.
Okay, and what made you choose PR as a subject?
I chose PR because it opened up a lot of avenues for me. Rather than doing something very specific like advertising and marketing, public relations allowed me to study all of these things plus much more and actually helped me decide what I really wanted to do when I finished university.
And what did you enjoy most on the course?
What I enjoyed most about studying public relations was the creative modules such as event management and PR specialisms. Both of these allowed me to use my creative skills and apply them. So in event management we actually created an event, and in PR specialisms we created a campaign, and I found these most enjoyable because I realised that this is what I wanted to do.
What was the most valuable thing you learned?
The most valuable things that I learned were all the transferable skills that I can now use in my career, such as working in teams or working individually to certain deadlines, making sure everything's done to a great standard.
And what would you say the most important characteristic for someone is working in PR?
I think the most important characteristic for somebody working in PR is to be thick-skinned. It's a very competitive market and you have to not only be creative but you have to think outside of the box a lot. And I think when you're applying for jobs after you finish your degree, like, a lot of people are in the same boat for you and it's a very dog-eat-dog world, and you have to sometimes accept the fact that you might not get the first job, but you can't let it get you down and you have to keep putting your creative input into other things.
And if you could give advice to anyone that was wanting to study PR, what would that be?
I would definitely recommend that they look into what their PR course will be teaching them, because some courses tend to take a more academic approach and others take a more industry-based approach, and it's actually more useful to be doing an industry-based course these days due to the high demand of people employers wanting people with experience and an actual understanding of it.
And have you got any work experience within PR?
I have done my work experience at Red Bull Racing as a PR runner. So I actually worked with the communications department, the marketing department and the public relations department, and there I did all sorts of tasks. I did basic office jobs to actually helping run different events, such as the post-Silverstone party for Red Bull people.
And if you could give advice to anyone that was wanting to study PR, what would that be?
I would definitely recommend that they look into what their PR course will be teaching them, because some courses tend to take a more academic approach and others take a more industry-based approach, and it's actually more useful to be doing an industry-based course these days due to the high demand of people employers wanting people with experience and an actual understanding of it.
Okay, and where are you currently working at the moment?
I'm currently working at Finder University as a marketing assistant.
And what does a typical day involve for yourself?
Typical day-to-day tasks include copywriting, monitoring all the social media accounts including Twitter, Facebook and Google+. I also create all the newsletters, I create sales with our client base for future events. I have quite a big part to play in the running of an event after I organise all the promotional materials for it. Amongst working with other things such as our current scholarships competition, I set up all of that on social media and I work with our clients to push it out there, and I also work with students who are hoping to apply for it.
And where do you see your career going?
Well, hopefully I'll work up to a head of marketing position where I'm going to learn all the skills that I need to hopefully start up my own marketing consultancy business, which aims to help new startup companies develop new ways of getting their messages out there.
Great. Well, thank you for letting me interview you today. It's been really enjoyable. Thanks, Emily.